Picture this. It's late, you're lying in bed scrolling through your phone in the dark, and suddenly you see a gadget you didn't even know existed a minute ago. A few taps later, and you spot it. Then you check your banking app days later and realize you've dropped hundreds of dollars on things you barely remember buying. If you do this, you might think you simply have terrible self-control. But modern digital shopping platforms are designed to bypass your rational brain and trigger an immediate purchase. The good news is you can break that cycle. Over the next few minutes, we're going to build a personalized anti-impulse system right on your device to block those triggers and protect your money. To make this work, I want you to physically pull out your smartphone right now, unlock it, and follow along step by step. Reconfiguring your device settings allows you to treat the smartphone like a hostile environment, building automatic defenses that guard your wealth instead of siphoning it. Let's start with dopamine. Behavioral scientists have found that the chemical reward in your brain doesn't actually peak when you buy a product. It peaks during the anticipation of buying it. When you're bored or stressed, your brain is looking for a chemical reward, not a physical object. Step 1 of our system is creating a substitute mechanism to capture that dopamine spike safely. We need a want list. Open the default Notes app on your phone right now. Create a new note, title it Things I Want, format it as a checklist, and pin it to the top of your app so it's always the first thing you see. Whenever you feel the sudden urge to buy something, you type it in here. The act of recording the item captures the initial dopamine hit associated with acquisition, but it provides a necessary buffer that moves the interaction from your shopping app into a logical, text-based environment. This detour allows your brain to experience the feeling of having found something new without sacrificing a single dollar of your actual capital. Next, we have to tackle scarcity. Apps use flash sales and low stock countdown timers to activate loss aversion, a psychological response where the brain fears losing an opportunity more than it values the item itself. Step 2 of our system is surgically cutting off these platforms' ability to trigger that loss aversion. Go to your phone's notification settings and scroll down to your shopping apps. Completely disable push notifications, badges, and sounds. Also, open your social media and unfollow 3 brand accounts that rely on flash sale promotions. Promotional emails are another frequent trigger. You don't have to do it right this second, but put a reminder on your calendar for this weekend to do a bulk unsubscribe session in your inbox. Blinding these digital algorithms allows you to regain authority over when you interact with commerce. Artificial urgency cannot force a decision if it can't reach you. Decades ago, buying something required the physical effort of driving to a store and waiting in line. That friction gave the brain time to think. Today, buying takes exactly 4 seconds and a quick biometric face scan. Step 3 of our system targets this speed by injecting physical friction back into the digital process. Navigate to your digital wallet and your phone's autofill settings right now. Find your saved credit and debit cards and tap Remove. To buy anything now, you must physically stand up, find your actual wallet, and manually type in 16 digits. This specific physical action breaks the momentum of a digital checkout. It slows the process down long enough to let your brain transition from an emotional craving to logical reasoning. Step 4 is the final defense mechanism to deploy whenever a shopping urge sneaks past your other barriers. It's the 24-hour rule. When you feel you must buy something you didn't plan for, log the item in your want list, close the app, and set a strict 24-hour delay. Research shows that with a 24-hour delay, over 70% of impulse desires evaporate. The brain moves on. The next day, you have 3 options: delete the item, delay it another week, or buy it deliberately without guilt. Avoid the common pitfall of rationalizing that a sale is about to end. Because we've disabled the alerts and notifications, that artificial timeline no longer dictates your financial choices. Removing the immediate timeline causes the entire foundation of an impulse purchase to collapse. Without urgency, the craving loses its power. With those steps complete, your anti-impulse system is now active. Your smartphone settings are configured to guard your capital through the same interface that used to drain it. Avoiding the national average of 3 impulse purchases a week creates an immediate impact. If you eliminate 3 $40 purchases weekly, you retain $6,240 in a single year. Investing that same capital into an index fund earning an 8% annual return grows that habit into roughly $285,000 over 20 years. This system is about spending intentionally, By blocking random, low-value purchases, you free up the capital required for high-value life experiences like travel, investments, and long-term freedom. Since your system is now set up to protect you, let me know in the comments what the most random impulse purchase you've ever made was. Designing friction into your digital environment makes the right financial decision the path of least resistance. Sometimes the difference between building wealth and staying broke is as simple as waiting 24 hours.